So good morning and welcome to Victor's Vlogs. Here we are up in the train yard. We're getting ready for our season, which starts in a week or two's time. But we do have an event on the 28th of March, so we've got 3 or 4 days to get the train ready. At the moment, everything's kind of a little bit in bits. We've got some work to do to the locomotive today. We're going to fit that piece of exhaust pipe back into the engine. It was blown through, so we've got that welded up and we're going to put that back on today. So I think I've figured out how to do this with only 2 hands, but what I'm going to do, because it looks as though that bracket has been leaking, so we're just going to put a little bit of this on here. This is exhaust sealant paste, and we just need a little bit of it on here, and then that goes there. That goes there. Right, now I need to get these bolts in without dropping it all. Okay, stay there please. Okay, there's one. Let's get another one there. So that won't come off. And then we'll get a nut on that one so it doesn't come off. I'm going to go and find some washers in a minute, but I'm not happy with that just sitting at an angle. Right. That's the downpipe. I found some washers. Now that's not going to fall off. We'll is that too big? No, it's too big. Just go with a little one. Okay, so that's that on. Other side. In there. And again, I'm not going to do things up tight until I've got the exhaust into the silencer, which is the next tricky thing. So the sun's come out again. Hooray! It was raining for a little while. We've got this downpipe on. I don't know if you can see down there. I couldn't really film underneath there. It's just too dark and tight and me swearing. So we've got to do these up now. I think that'll do. They're about even. I've got these nylock nuts. Hopefully it won't get hot enough to kill the nylock. Kill the nylon. That one looks like it's seen better days, but it'll work. It'll work as a lock nut if nothing else. So the idea of the lock nut is you do this up so that it's oh, there's no room. Just want to lock onto the other nut. So then what we do is just hold that one tight. Those two are now locked together. This one's going to be slightly more tricky. There we go. I can't start it because the battery's flat. It's been sat here for ages. I need to recharge the battery. We have a magic machine that will do that for us overnight. And what's left to do on here? Apart from kick all my tools over and fall over. Wheels back on, obviously. Side panel. We need to take it for a test drive first. And there's another exhaust rail repair to do. I think we're going to have to bite the bullet on that and patch it up. For now, till we get this event out of the way on Tuesday night, and then we can have take it apart and have another look. But to get the wheels off is that's an hour's work. Pretty awkward. And yeah, but while I've had it all apart, I've checked all the brakes and everything. I've serviced all the brakes and got the handbrakes working properly. So yeah, we're almost ready to go. The carriages need a good clean, so tomorrow the plan is to clean up the carriages. They're covered in winter detritus. It doesn't take much to get it off. And then you can see where I've taken off the there was some blue vinyl text on there, stickers, graphics, and it took me 2 days to get them all off. 6 sides on 3 carriages. It took me 2 days to get them all off, but it's just had its time. We want to change the message that's on there, and looking at carriage 1, which is clean, but that band needs a lick of paint, but it's too wet to paint at the moment with yacht paint. So we're going to clean that up a bit more, sand it off, ready to roll, put some roller paint on. The sanding is the bit that takes the time, but it won't take much. Clean it up, a lick of paint on all 6 sides across the roofs, and then a good clean up. We've been doing, this carriage especially has been apart all winter. I've had to do quite a lot of welding. These splash guards were rotten, so that's all new. You can see where I've spot welded it on, and then underneath I've put some old foam advertising boards. I've cut them up and put them under there to protect it from the salt water. We go through quite a lot of salt water with the train, and it just sprays up underneath and just rots through really quickly. So there's a new brake caliper on that side. So we've serviced everything, so it all needs a good clean. You can see it just is filthy. So I'm roping my wife in to come and help me tomorrow to clean the train. Advertising panel fell off. We've got to put that back on. We've got some new advertisers. Their panels need to go on the train. This board can go back where it was before. Well, I think that's about all we can do today. So, the first of Victor's vlogs. I'm sure this will get better. I'm using my old GoPro camera, so we'll see how this comes out, whether it's worth posting or not. Hopefully it is, but it just gives everyone an insight into what we do with the train in the off season. It's not just sitting here. It's sitting here and costing us lots of money is what it's doing. That coolant level's a bit low, isn't it? Look at that. That needs sorting out. I might just see if it will start, see what happens.